Hello, fun seekers. Happy 4th of July. Happy America's 250th birthday. This is the 4th of July, Saturday, and this is Nevada, Iowa Live. Now, I'm doing a solo tonight. We did a podcast from earlier today, and I'm sorry to admit that our cameras don't work well outside. They just don't. And everything was terribly washed out. I feel terrible because this is something I really wanted to get set up for the 4th of July and for Nevada. So please accept my apologies for fumbling that. However, I do know that there is one among us that does photograph everything, and she does an absolutely marvelous job of it. So we're going to count on Marlis Barker. And Marlis, if you don't know her, you should. She has been documenting Nevada for years and years. She was with the Nevada Journal for a long time. She's with the city, helping them document everything. So we had a fabulous day for weather early on after daylight. Prior to daylight, it was a really miserable night for a lot of people. And to spoil our celebration a little bit, there were a lot of homes that were flooded because of the recent just downpour of rain. And there were anywhere from 4 to 10 inches, I think, that were reported around the area. So there were a lot of flooded basements. There were a lot of flooded roads. There were a lot of flooded properties. And a great amount of damage done by it. So there's, unfortunately, some of us didn't have the day off. Some of you out there had to spend the day working. You missed the parade and all the goodies. And I had hoped that our video of the parade and the things going on downtown would have turned out well. And I'm terribly sorry. Our cameras were very washed out by the light. It was a wonderful turnout. We had a nice crowd downtown. People lining the streets both sides for those 2 solid blocks. 3, almost 4 solid blocks actually, as they got up closer to the Legion. They came from the south and headed up, and they ended up, I believe, the Legion was the end of the parade once they passed there. So I want to thank Paula Feltner, who allowed us to use her PA system, and to her husband Mike, who helped us get set up and get the system into the PA. And it did work marvelously well, although we kind of had to jury-rig things up a little bit. And Paula, however, spent a long time there talking to me because my partner of the Mike and Larry show, Mike, was out for the day. So he had family in from out of state, and it's very important to him that he spends his time with the family, and I absolutely agree with that. After Paula, we had Chief Ray Reynolds from the fire department come in. And Ray did a great job of helping explain things to us, and Ray and I swapped some old stories. I have a great respect for Ray Reynolds and what he's done for the city of Nevada, the fire department. I know a lot of fire department. I know a lot of firefighters. And there are very few cities that have a volunteer fire department that can even come close to Nevada, Iowa. The National Fire Service, or the Iowa Fire Marshal, had put out notice that Nevada, Iowa was one of the busiest fire departments, volunteer fire departments in the state. So that's all good. That's Ray has done a yeoman's job. He has very loyal people working for him. They're very dedicated to fighting fires and saving lives and property. So kudos to the fire department and to Ray Reynolds for the way he runs it. I don't think we could have done any better. I don't think there's any other chief that could have done any better than what Ray has done over the past 20 years or 15 years that he's been around here, I think. So we want to thank Ray. Ray had to go back to work and leave the podcast. So then Tom Richards came in, sat down. The parade was just getting ready to start when Tom sat down. And so we had Tom Richards, who owns the Nevada Journal button or building, and he also owns the Dairy Queen building and has rebuilt that inside and out and redone all the concrete. So fabulous job. Tom Richards does all sorts of woodwork, quality restorative woodwork. I mean, he is a finish carpenter. He's not just a hack throwing things together. He is an artist at what he does. So guys, thank all of you. Thank Paula, Mike, Ray, and Tom Richards. They all sat down, I think, thinking they were going to be helping with the video, and unfortunately, as I say, our video was a dismal failure, and I apologize. This was our first exercise outside with the camera system we've got, and it simply just didn't stand up. It works perfectly in the studio, but it did not withstand the sunlight and the glare and everything. So my apologies for that. It was a great parade. Some of the highlights of the parade were, of course, the Nevada Fire Department that showed up there with their heavy gear and a tanker as well. So that was cool to see. There was Bricktown Bakery put on a children's bikes parade ride, whatever you'd like to call it. And then there were prizes given for the kids decorating their bikes. And I got to tell you something. There was a family of 3 first place, and that family of 3 first place won $200, $200 from the Story County Bank, I believe, and then others that placed won gift certificates that you could cash. I think $50 gift certificates for the children, plus $25 gift certificates to the bakery that you could cash in. So I mean, it was fun. It was cool seeing the kids. The gentleman that won the best costume won his prize. Of course, he did a great job on it. The judges for the parade and everything were Gene Watts, Alan Erickson, and Marilyn Condon. So the mayor came up, and of course, this morning he's been faced with stuff. I don't know. I don't think he got any sleep last night because everybody was getting a hold of everybody, and the whole city was under siege from the storms. So, but he got up this morning. He got us a table and chairs very quickly out there, and we really did try. We gave it our very best shot. Everything set up well. Everything went well as far as what we did, but the quality of the product was simply not showable. Everything was terribly washed out. Great conversations with some great people. Again, we want to thank Sweet Dreams Mattress Center for hosting the Nevada, Iowa live show. And without them, we wouldn't have a home. And Paula and Nancy Thompson were very instrumental in helping us get that spot. Mary Moreland up there, Mary is an absolute sweetie. She's a very generous woman. I was going to say gal, and I thought girl, woman. Okay, but she is a woman. And she's just an excellent person. I'm kind of tongue-tied. It's been a long day, obviously. We got up early to make sure we could get downtown and then get everything moved from the Sweet Dream studio down to in front of Bricktown. So I may be wearing out after the day. I've done a lot of talking today, which my wife says I do all the time. Who knew? And we also want to thank Bricktown Bakery. I gotta tell you this. Sitting in front of Bricktown Bakery is an exercise in discipline. All right, You got to be self-disciplined to be able to sit in front of a place that puts out the most delicious pastries and cookies and cakes and donuts, and then they also have ice cream. Like I needed that, and popcorn. And we were sitting talking. They have, I'll bet it's 50 different flavors of popcorn with savory and sweet and a lot of their specials. And of course, they brought out the Freedom Rings of popcorn. It was red, white, and blue popcorn. And I've talked about it before on the show. But the red, white, and blue popcorn was blueberry, strawberry, and vanilla. And it was excellent. Excellent. I love their stuff. So before we went home, Cindy, my lovely wife, went in and got some more pastries for us. Got another 2 pastries to bring home. So it was a great day. Man, I'll tell you what, Bricktown Bakery was doing a land office business. I mean, of course, we're in between the bakery and the popcorn shop. So, we're right in between. And people walking by with stuff and ice cream, and it was absolutely fabulous. The downtown was very clean. Everybody took care of everything. They picked up after themselves. For the most part, I think it was an unmitigated success. So I did lose the bet because I thought the parade might be a little longer since there were no entry fees in it. I figured, everybody and their brother would be out there pulling a wagon or pulling a kid or, walking or had their car in it or something. But it did last just short of 30 minutes. So, but a lot of people stayed around and just talked. We saw people we hadn't seen before. The building and codes enforcement. Mike Sauer was down there, so Mike sat and talked to us for a while. So we had great conversations with a lot of people and a lot of friends that, of course, knew us from the theater and stopped by and said hello, and so it was very, very pleasant. I missed Mike, though, because Mike carries about half the conversation for me, and I missed having Mike there. I'm looking forward to him being back on Monday, so we'll hopefully his home was safe. I know that there were people that had homes everything but underwater. Of course, down by the old campgrounds, that was typically underwater all the way to the horse barn. So spring has arrived. We know that when the baseball diamond and everything down there floods. But there were some houses down in that area that also I think suffered a lot of damage. So, but again, the weather was good during the parade and up to that point. It was under 78 degrees or 80 degrees. There was shade, of course, from some of the buildings that everybody was able to stand on or under. And it's, like I say, I think it was a great celebration. Looking forward to the fireworks tonight. According to my clock, I've got just 8 o'clock, so the fireworks are probably going to start in another hour and 20 minutes or so. So get yourself out to Score Park out there, because that's where they are. Now, Cindy and I will probably go out, and we'll just sit a few blocks away and watch the fireworks from there. But you can get in there. There's all sorts of celebratory stuff out there. Take advantage of it. This is America's 250th birthday. And for America, it's probably one of the largest celebrations this country will have. And I think it's fabulous, the people that are putting themselves out for it. I want to thank again the fire department for everything that they do, and my friend Ray Reynolds. Bricktown Bakery, Sweet Dreams, you guys are the best. Thank you for sponsoring us. Thank you for advertising with us. And I'm going to put this out once more. Again, I'm going to do this every show. We're getting more people. We had people coming up to us at the table where we were after we had announced that we're giving a free show's worth of commercial. That's not a commercial. That's a show full of commercials. And it's free. Absolutely free. No strings attached. You don't have to buy anything. Just give it a shot. Let us help you. Let us try to get more people into your door or accessing your services. or coming to your events. That's what we're here for. That's the whole gist of Nevada, Iowa Live, is so that we can be helping businesses and the community of Nevada and the events in Nevada get out a little farther, bring people from other communities, but also to get ourselves out there. Nevada needs to, like every other city, needs to support their local businesses. So by all means, try to get out and help your local businesses out whenever you can. There are times when you're not going to be able to find it in Nevada. Cool, that's all right. But give Nevada businesses a shot, because I think you're going to find them, first of all, very friendly. Second of all, very knowledgeable about what they do. And I'm tired of going to big box stores. And I asked somebody who, I look down an aisle and there's a kid picking his nose at the end of the aisle that says, "Can I help you?" And no, he can't, because I tell him what I want and he goes, I don't know anything about that. So come on, go to a place that you know people are going to know what they're doing, and you'll find Nevada businesses know what they're doing. So again, kudos to them. Again, my apologies for unfortunately not getting a viewable video. Everything was there, but it wasn't viewable. It was just not of the quality I would put out, and I want the best quality product I can put out. So I'm not going to put out a bad product. Now, that said, I want to everybody keep in mind too that we are in the learning stages of almost everything we do, and that was our first foray out into sunlight. So the cameras just simply didn't stand up to it. If we do that again, we'll have to make different camera arrangements. But the sound system worked properly. Everything worked great. The music worked. Fortunately, or unfortunately, our cameras just weren't up to the task. So once again, we're back and set up in our studio again. This is my home, by the way. This is our very messy, busy office. So I'm doing this from home, but please support your city and support the businesses in the city. And you businesses that are in the city, large, small, I don't care if you're making popcorn in your house and selling it. I don't care if you got a lemonade stand, all right? Or you could have the biggest company in town. We can help. We want to help. Give us an opportunity to help. All you have to do is you can contact us on Facebook. You can leave a PM or a personal message on there, or you can email us at nevadaiowalive@gmail.com, or you can call us at 515-337-0178. It's not a number I use very often, so I'm going to have to do better at memorizing it. So again, that's 515-337-0178. And we'll take a message if we don't answer the phone, and we will get back to you. If you leave us a text message, we will get back to you. And if you email us, we will get back to you. So we had a couple people come up, and we're getting them set up in these next couple weeks to get their free show full of messages. And you can take that too. Everybody can do that. So if you're a small business or a large business, we all need help. Our business, just like everybody else. You wouldn't see me turning down free advertising. All right? That's just good business. So I hope everybody gets a chance to take advantage of that. And I hope as we get better known, we want to shout out again to Ray Reynolds. Ray said he's a big supporter of Nevada, Iowa Live. A big fan. He watches all the podcasts and everything. And, of course, they let us put it up on Nevada Nice. So it's about Nevada. It's, make it about Nevada. Absolutely. So, once again, I'm going to music my way out, hopefully very smoothly. Unfortunately not. Take care. From Mike and Larry.